I feel the Spirit moving in me. I feel the Spirit moving in me.
Well, I got a little test for you. All right, you ready? All right, I'm keeping score. So answer me this. How does Thanksgiving always end? With a nap. No, with a G. Yeah, okay. So, some of my friends told me to stop telling Thanksgiving jokes. But I just couldn't do it cold turkey. Okay, based on what you've just heard, when does Christmas come before Thanksgiving? Oh, in the dictionary, we have a winner. Who said that? Oh, right. Give her a prize. Very good, very good, very good. All right. What do you do when you accidentally sit on the sweet potatoes you made for Thanksgiving dinner? You bring squash casserole instead. Oh. So, why is the Thanksgiving soup so expensive? You'll never get this one, right? Because it had 24 carrots. Oh, yeah. I love a good boo giving jokes. That lets me know that I am touching your soul. Wow. Do you ever notice that someday you wake up and you're full of energy, you're full of peace, you're full of love, right? And then you check your email, right? And bling, right? And then you get in your car and you're in traffic and it's like, oh, right? And then you turn on YouTube and you see some politics and you pay your bills and it's like bling, bling, bling. All of a sudden you are down in the dumps, right? Well, I got a solution for that, right? And that is, well, that's how I feel sometimes. Oh, God, I could really use some spiritual energy. Anybody could really use some spiritual energy? Well, we got some for you today. I like to imagine that there are two buckets, right? There is the bucket on the left there, is the scarcity bucket, right? It's dented, it's rusty, it leaks, and it's like a sieve, right? It's always leaking. It's never enough. Not enough time, not enough energy, not enough presence, not enough love, not enough money. And we go round and round and round if we're dealing with that bucket. The second bucket says overflow. It's shiny, it's radiant, and it's bottomless. And it's connected to a stream of supply and love that's always fulfilling. It's always overflowing. And it's coming straight from the source. Now, here's the funny part. You have access to either one of those buckets all the time. But some of us spend our time trying to patch the leaky one. You ever notice? That's what duct tape was made for, right? Patching, fixing. It fixes stuff so well, doesn't it? I think it's holding some of my stuff together. But, we put duct tape on it. We try to shine it up. We pray for it. And lots of times we just say, oh, God, just get me through the week. Meanwhile, Spirit's whispering, beloved, stop patching the leaky bucket. Come, drink from the stream of overflow. So today, we're going to talk about how to switch buckets, how to tap into the bucket of overflow, of continuing good, of abundance. Anybody want to drink from that bucket? Last week, we talked about finding the gold in the gravel. And we realized that even in the gravel is the gold. And what came to me was that even the gravel is gold, right? The universe, the earth, doesn't know which is which, but we call it, name it, and that's how we respond to it. Just thinking, what if gravel was the real value and gold wasn't? Right? Could be. On some other planet, they value the gravel. So today we're talking about living in the overflow. How do we get to that place where we are so conscious, so aware that we're living in this moment in the overflow, drinking from the bucket that is always full? So let's start with an affirmation. Can you see this? It says, I am open to divine abundance. And I want to think of us kind of like, just be willing to let this be your truth, right? Let's say it together. I am open to divine abundance. I live in the overflow. Yes, of grace. So I have three themes I want to talk about in this talk. And the first one is the consciousness of overflow, living from fullness and not out of fear. And I think Rumi, anybody fans of Rumi? I love Rumi. He can say stuff so powerful and so true and so poetically. This is one of my favorite quotes of his. He says, you are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. Oh, isn't that beautiful? What a concept. You know, that means that we have access to all of the truth, all of the knowledge, all of the spiritual wisdom when we open ourselves to the overflow of it and are receptive to that overflow. You know, overflow begins in our mind, right? If we sort of identify with our ego self, we feel lack, right? But when we remember our divine connection, when we remember that we are connected to the allness of life, that we are connected to all of the resources in the universe, we can pull from those resources and act from them in every moment, every second, every time, every conversation, every place that we are. There's a woman that I think really exemplifies that, and that's Maya Angelou. Right? She was born in poverty. She was raised in segregated Arkansas. She endured trauma in her life, but she never let her spirit be broken. Right? And yet she became one of the most luminous, one of the most beautiful speakers and talkers and poets and writer and truth tellers that inspired so many of us, yes? Wow, right? I love this. And this goes for everything. She says, you can't use up creativity. The more you use, the more you have. Wow. And then that goes, for me, that goes for love, that goes for insight, that goes for truth. We can't use it up. Right? Spirit offers us an overflowing abundance of truth and life and love and wisdom and power when we tap into it, when we live in it. Oh, that's the beauty of overflow. It's to realize that we are in it. We are living in it. We can never be empty because we are what? We're connected to a source that never expires. It's always there. It's always giving. I live from fullness, not from fear. My source is infinite and always flowing. Let's say this together. I live from fullness, not fear. My source is infinite and always flowing. Wow, can you feel the power of that truth? You know it's true. So the second theme we're going to look at today is that gratitude is a magnet, right? Gratitude is the energy that multiplies good. In writing this talk, I came upon this man, Tecumseh, who was a Shawnee leader and teacher. And he said, and by the way, his story is amazing. He was one of the Indians or Native Americans who really pushed for unity among the Indian tribes when white people were coming and attempting to dominate. It's amazing. His life is amazing. So he said, give thanks for what you have. Life is not measured by how much you possess, but by the love you give, the smiles you share, and the peace you create. Wow. Generally, indigenous wisdom sees gratitude as a living relationship, right? It is something that is living in us that we have a relationship with. And you might think, what is your relationship to gratitude? Right? Gratitude keeps us in harmony with the circle of life. Gratitude is a magnet that multiplies our good. And this is what's so beautiful about all of this is that modern science is proving that these spiritual concepts, principles that go back thousands of years are true, right? Science is finding that gratitude literally rewires your brain, right? It rewires it for happiness, for resilience, for joy, right? Every time you say thank you, right, you are strengthening the pathways of joy, of love, of peace, of prosperity. Every time you say thank you. I discovered this woman also has an amazing story. I think I'm pronouncing her name correctly. It's Alice Hers Summer. She was a pianist, and she lived in Prague, and she was there when the Nazis invaded. And they put her into a concentration camp. And not your ordinary concentration camp. It was a concentration camp that the Nazis liked to promote to the rest of the world to say, look, we're allowing them to dance. We're allowing them to play the piano, right? To kind of put that image out into the world that this is what's really going on. But here she was in a concentration camp, and she's surrounded by death and despair. And she survived by playing the piano. She said later, every day in life is beautiful. Every day. Alice's gratitude wasn't a denial of suffering. It was her defiance of it. She focused on beauty, on music, on moments of love, and she was in the concentration camp with her son, and they both survived. She said that when she played the piano, she could feel God moving through her fingers. And she said later, gratitude opens my heart and multiplies my good. Wow, I love that. Gratitude opens my heart. Makes you want to go be grateful, doesn't it? Does it make you want to be like, wow, if gratitude does all this, I'm stepping into this. I'm going to be grateful for everything that I have, every place I am. We have so much to be grateful for, to be in these bodies, to be experiencing this life, to know this truth, right? To know that, we bring a consciousness to this planet that is changing the planet. It is changing the planet. It may take a while, but it is happening. So, in the third theme that I want to talk about today, before I do that, gratitude opens my heart, multiplies my good. Good, I said that. All right. So, the third principle is that giving is the gateway to overflow. Right? I love what the Bhagavad Gita says. It says, through selfless service, you will always be fulfilled. The world was created in the spirit of sacred giving. Wow. The truth is, giving isn't what drains us. I think it's hoarding that drains us, right? Trying to hold on to this illusion that we can hold on to anything. That's what drains us. Giving gives us energy, gives us light, right? It's a circulation of love and power and truth. And we can't just hoard it. We need to live it to be it. A great example like that, I think, is Jonas Salk, the man who came up with polio vaccine. When the reporters asked him, who owns the patent to this vaccine? He said, the people. He said, there is no patent, right? Could you patent the sun? It's like, wow. He's saying this belongs to everyone, right? And, he could have made millions. But instead, he decided just to give it away, to give the formula away, to give the vaccine away. And it saved millions of children's lives. The moment we stop clutching, Spirit starts circulating. Spirit can't circulate through closed hands. Spirit only circulates when we're open and loving and sharing. That's the gateway to overflow. When we give from love. When we give from love, we receive more of the divine energy, which empowers us to do what we get to do. I give freely and joyfully, knowing that divine abundance flows endlessly through me. Can you say that with some feeling and some energy? Yeah? Let's say it together. I give freely and joyfully, knowing that divine abundance flows endlessly through me. Wow, can you feel that? Wow. Woo, baby, we're shaking it up today. We're letting go of all that stuff that wants to hold on. And being in the presence of giving, being in the presence of love, sharing. So you might say, okay, Rob, well, you've told us all this stuff. How do I make this happen for me? Well, I have 5 practical ways to live in the overflow. And some of them are pretty simple. The first one is start the morning in gratitude, right? As soon as you wake up, the alarm goes off, you see the sun, just say, wow, I'm so grateful. I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful to be in bed. I'm grateful to be able to sit up, to be able to stand. I'm alive. I am alive. So that's pretty simple, right? Can you do that? Yeah. Okay, 1 down. Let's try number 2. The second one is to practice generous thinking, right? So I like this to when I'm driving or when I'm walking or even as I'm standing here, to bless, right? Just to send out a blessing to everyone you see, right? Because they get it, right? We're sending energy into the universe. If you have to go into a difficult situation, bless the person. Bless the situation. And you'll find that it instantly changes your energy and provides you with the light and wisdom, the truth, the understanding that you need to be in that moment. Bless. Practice generous thinking. Pretty simple so far, right? And the third one's simple too. And it's just, number 3 is just give from where you are. Right? You don't have to give $1 million. You don't have to, to do something outrageous. Just do something profound. Give a smile. Give a card. I love it. People send me cards sometimes. Just say, thank you. And you can do the same. Just be present to that, to imagine all the time. What if you showed up every time, every situation, with the attitude that I'm going to give love today? How would that be? I'm going to give love in this situation. I'm going to give love to this person, right? Even though I feel so, I'm going to give love anyway. And the next one, number 4, is refuse to speak lack. Yeah. This is a good one, right? Because we just love the feeling of, I don't have enough. I don't like this. I don't like that person, right? I don't have enough money. I don't have enough time. So what happens? All that stuff comes true, right? What we affirm becomes true. So what if instead we said, God is my source, right? You are the ocean in a drop. And you get to be that presence and that love wherever you are. So don't say, I don't have enough. Just stop it. Oh, yeah, just like that, right? It's powerful. Don't say to your spiritual self that you're not good enough, that you don't have. Because you have everything you need to be a beautiful, loving, prosperous, powerful being, spiritual being having a physical experience. That's you. Remember that. Be that. And number 5 is keep the river flowing. Right? Every time you receive something, give something. Right? Don't hang on to it and clutch it and hold it and try and keep it, but give it away. Reminds me of the song Magic Penny, right? Remember they heard the song Magic Penny? You never did that here? We've done it, right? Right? It talks about, if you have a magic penny, don't hold on to it, but give it away. Give away the things you love. Give away your talent, your gifts. These guys get up here every Sunday and give away their talent, right? And Marianne has told me many times, I do this because I love doing it because I love to give. And it's so interesting because when we give, we get back. Don't you guys receive something by being up here and offering music on Sunday, yeah? So you're giving and you're receiving. Keep the river flowing. If you can see this, say it with me. If you can't, just move your mouth. Let's say it together. I am a living channel of divine abundance. My life flows freely with grace, gratitude, and giving. Wow. So back to the beginning. You have in front of you, wherever you are, 2 buckets. Which bucket will you use? So today we talked about the consciousness of overflow, that you are one with divine source. We also talked about that gratitude is a magnet, that what you bless expands. And we also talked about giving is gratitude, is a gateway. Giving is the gateway to circulation and abundance, and keeps abundance alive. I had to get a new prescription on my glasses, I think. So here's the challenge for you. Every morning you wake up, I invite you before your feet hit the floor to know that the secret to overflow is this. The more you give, the more you discover, and you discover that you were never empty. And let's say this affirmation together. I am one with divine abundance. I live in the overflow of grace. Oh, I'm smelling turkey. You? We are in the abundance of thanksgiving, right? And just breathe it in and just love it because we are having an abundant day today, and I'm so grateful that you're here. And I have a blessing that I want to end with today. Beloveds, may your hearts overflow with gratitude. May your mind overflow with peace. May your lives overflow with joy and generosity. And when you feel dry, remember your source has never stopped flowing. It's within you, pouring through you, blessing everyone you meet. Grace is not earned, it's allowed. And right now, right here, you are living in the overflow right now. And I invite you to close your eyes. And just take a moment to turn within and be in this moment, in the overflow. You are the overflow. Breathing in, smelling the turkey that is going to be on your plate with all other blessings soon. Feeling the love and the overflow and the joy that you are. And you might ask yourself, what does it mean for me to be in the overflow? How does my life look? How will I be in the overflow? Breathing in and breathing out. Which bucket will you choose? And I invite you to bring your awareness back to this moment. And to open your eyes when you're ready.
Many, many years ago, where is it? Here it is. I was just feeling very grateful, so I'm going to read you a Thanksgiving blessing, and that I share with everybody every Thanksgiving. I have extra copies if anybody's interested in it. Let us give thanks for all our many blessings, for the little children who see the world with eyes of wonder, for the youth whose budding strength lifts our hearts and spirits, for those who take care of us and keep us safe, our parents and providers, our nurses, teachers, soldiers, and let us not forget the silver wisdom of our elders. We are grateful for not for things, but for people, for good health and friendship, and satisfaction with our work. If we had nothing but stone soup, yet someone to share it with, we would sip the warm liquid love and feel fulfilled in the glow of candles, in the soft web of family and friends. Let this day live forever in our hearts, so that when we are old, or if ever alone, or cold, or hungry, we can reflect on these precious hours with joyful gratitude for the hands that prepare the food, the voices that gently rise from the hearth, the sweet aromas wafting through the kitchen. Our souls will carry these senses forever. Let us eat, enjoy, be well together, and take a quiet moment to remember those who have departed, for they wait for us at the greatest table of all. Thank you.
Why don't we stand? Take a deep breath, and we'll say the prayer for protection together, and then we'll get together in a circle and sing the peace song. And so for ourselves, for this ministry, for all life, let's pray and affirm together the prayer for protection, which begins, the light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, and the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. God bless you, friends. Thank you for being here today.
Where I live, they're all raised